Hi YouTube, so I just want to talk about what happened at the range yesterday with the H&R 308 Survivor. As you saw in the video there, I was getting some pop opens, so after the shot, basically the brake barrel broke without an intervention. You may ask why I didn't stop after the first time it happened, and to be honest, I wasn't sure whether I just hit the lever during the shot. It's the first time I shot the gun, so I kind of thought, oh, that's kind of odd. I wasn't overly concerned. I just thought maybe I'd hit the release. After the second shot, I was kind of thinking, yeah, I didn't hit it that time. And obviously, the third shot, I was like, yeah, there's a problem. It didn't seem to happen every time. So where do we go from here? Having done some research on, there's a very good forum called Greybeards. I had a look on that, and I think quite a lot of people have had the same problem, and it's to do with oil on the shelf and the latch itself. They should be dry. So I'll bring you in and show you a close-up of exactly what that is. But that's going to be my first point. One thing I did notice about the gun is the release does have play in it. But it's not loose. It seems to lock up pretty tight, so I was kind of surprised. That could be something to do with it. I'm not sure. I need to kind of compare and contrast. I'll try and get you in for a close-up of those the parts that I mentioned. So this is a close-up of the catch. And it doesn't looks pretty dry to me. And this is the called the shelf, and that looks dry too. So I'm not sure what's going on there. One thing I did notice with the gun disassembled, this is tight once more. There's no slack in it. So I think it's something to do with that. The way this is actually locking up together, I think is the cause. So I'm just going to play around with it a little bit longer. So after playing around a little bit, what I did was I got some permanent marker, coloured the face of the shelf, could use engineer's blue or Persian blue, whatever. I've got permanent marker. Lock it together times, and then have a look. And I can see it's actually binding on one corner, and it's not locking up fully. I'll try and get a close-up for you on that. And what I also found was the lever does return fully when it's not connected, and the only way I can have play in this this catch, the release, is if I depress. So that's the problem. I don't think it's the catch. I think it's just the fit between the two components. It's not allowing this to fully engage. So that's where the problem lies. So what I might do is just polish up and see if I can take off any burr that might be there that's stopping the lever actually engaging correctly. And then we'll see how we go from there. Hopefully you can see on the right hand side of the shelf there, you can see where it's shinier than the other side. I think that's the side that's binding. So let's see what we can do about that. So I've gone ahead and polished the shelf on the receiver, and we'll see if that makes a difference. It didn't take much off, just I can see some of the witness marks. But there definitely seems to be less play in the release now. And it does feel a little bit more kind of positive. So I guess we'll see.